All right, good morning, my friends. It is Kevin at 7, special edition. Happy Monday. Happy March, man. We are already, can you believe that the first 2 months of 2021 are already gone? Yeah, it's crazy. So this morning we got our quarterly planning meeting for the second quarter of 2021 already. I mean, we're a little ahead of schedule on that because it's still have a month to go, but a lot of exciting stuff happening, and we want to get ready for it. But I'm making my morning shake right now. But here's what I want to talk about, is I want to talk about why you waste so much time. And I'm not talking about just why you waste time during the day. I'm talking about why we procrastinate on making life decisions, why we procrastinate on taking big actions, not just like why I procrastinate on starting prospecting today or lead generation. So let me ask you this. So good morning, good to see you. I don't have a lot of people on yet, so we got to get that ramped up. So as you come on, post where you're from in the world. I'll put my glasses on so I can read it. I just made my morning protein shake here. I'm just putting on the finishing touches. Good morning. So here's where we waste so much of our time. It's where we waste more time than anything else, I think. It is we waste time in making big decisions. We waste time on making decisions. Like, should I do this? Should I not do this? I can't make up my mind. And we waste weeks, days, weeks, months, years in procrastination on making big decisions. So, I don't know if you can see that. This is my morning shake. It's a chocolate vegan protein shake. It's awesome. So, here's the deal. Good morning as you come on. Good morning, JC from Orange County. Good morning, Sarah K. Good to see you guys. All right, so I'm going to scoot over here now to my normal spot, my table. All right, so here is what I discovered. I spent way too much of my life. There's Elvis, by the way, in the background, having his morning nap. I wasted way too much of my life not making decisions. And that is, there were things I knew I needed to do. I knew I needed to do this. And I'd just be like, yeah, but it's going to be hard, or what if? And I would ask all these what if questions and all of that. And so I'll give you an example. Last week, I had one of my six-figure club coaching members ask me about should he switch brokerages. Now, here's the story. What happened was he has a broker. His broker's been a personal friend for a long time. And so a while back, his broker switched companies. He left a brand and went independent. So he left a big franchise and went independent. So when you're an agent now and your broker leaves the franchise they were with, you basically lost your support brand because it was you with XYZ Realty, and all of a sudden that's gone, which is fine. He said, that's fine. So we went independent, and then he did all this stuff. And then he switched brokerages again, and he went back and joined another franchise. So he says, I just feel like he's making all these changes, trying to seek the next shiny object, and he's really not thinking about his agents. I don't think he's acting in my best interest, and it's hurt my business or made it, uncomfortable for me. And I'm debating on whether or not I should leave now. Like, I'm thinking about leaving the brokerage, going somewhere else. So the question is, what should I do? And he said, I think it may be time for us to part ways, and I don't want to. He's a personal friend, and I'm torn on what's the right decision. Okay, now, how many of you have ever been in a situation like that? It doesn't have to be about switching brokerages, but it's like, I feel like I may need to do this, but I'm afraid of what might happen if I do. Like, I'm going to hurt somebody, I'm going to upset people, or it's not going to go well, so forth. And then because I'm not sure on that, I procrastinate. So I want you to think for a second and type in, I'm daring you to do this, I'm challenging, because it's going to have to go a little. Angelina says, yep, been there. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. What is an area, what is a decision that you've needed to make in the past that you put off for a long time? Just whatever it was. What is a decision that you needed to make, and you're like, I know I need to do this, and it literally may be joining a gym. It may be, having this conversation, a conversation with your teenage daughter. It may be having a conversation with a family member, a friend. It may be making a business decision. It may be getting a real estate license. It may be going full-time from part-time to full-time. It may be, it may have to do with health. It may have to do with religion. It may have to do with relationships. It may have to do with business, money, anything. What is a major decision in your life that you have put off? So type it in the comments right now. Put in what is a major decision that you had in your life to make that you put off making because you're afraid. So I'll give you just some examples of some of mine in my life. Moving to California. Selling big items, like buying a new car, selling a car, anything like that. Starting my coaching company. I wanted to do this for a long time, okay? Switching a job. These are things in my life that have been big. I'm needing to get healthy, like get really in elite physical condition. Okay, Sarah, working on my real estate courses. So I want you to type in things that have been an issue for you, that were decisions that you put off making. It may have been, good morning, what's up, Robert? Good morning, guys. As you come on, post where you're from. Just type in your city and state or province so I get to know you. So here is the deal. Making a decision to my real estate career before my law career. Anadel, yes. Good morning, Anadel. The use of social media in my, cancel. Hang on, I lost that one. The use of social media in my business and okay, so Amico, this is just a decision that you didn't make or need to make or deciding what to do. Okay, cool. Good morning, Mildred from Houston. All right, Northport, Florida is well represented today. Good to see you guys. All right, so here is the problem. The problem is we know what we need to do, but we're afraid to do it. We're afraid to pull the trigger. That's what happens most of the time. I got some comments, good stuff. Good. Not fully committed to my sobriety and taking care of myself. Good, Ian. Hard to let children go as they grow into adults. Boy, I know that. Okay, good morning from Cape Town, South Africa. Good to see you guys. Should I take my real estate courses online or in person? Okay, good. So these are good examples. All right, so here is the deal. You already know the answer. This is why you waste so much time. Because you already know the answer, but you are afraid. And because we are afraid, we second guess ourselves. And when we second guess ourselves, we create doubts. And when you create a doubt, when you entertain a doubt, it creates uncertainty. And now you're going like, I don't know what's the right decision. But wait a second, your gut already knew. You already knew the right decision to make. Just like my coaching member, that I was telling you about, Omar, that he was debating on whether he should leave his current broker after being with him, and his broker keeps changing companies, and he's changing the rules, he's changing the game, and he's putting all these restrictions on us and all these requirements on us, and it's just like, I feel like he's not looking out for my best interest. I don't know what to do. I think it may be time to part ways, but I just don't know. And I'm like, you know, what's the right thing to do? What's the right thing for you to do? And he's like, I know, you're right. I need to part companies, part ways. And he did. And it was not pretty. It did not go well, but it was the right decision. And here's the thing is, because he listened to his gut and said, this is what I need to do, and he took action on it immediately, he eliminated weeks, if not months, and sometimes years of living in a situation or being in a situation that was not productive for him, where he was not happy, where he was always having a growing sense of bitterness against the broker and anxiety for his own business himself, and just felt like he's always cheating himself. That could have dragged on for weeks, months, or years. It happens to so many people. I bet it's happened to you. It happened to me for most of my life, is I was afraid to make a decision. So I know what I want to do, right? I know what the situation is. I know what I should do. My gut knows. But we never get to the point of accepting the truth about what our gut already knows, because we have so much uncertainty, because we have fear of making a mistake. We have fear of consequences. We're like, but what if? Well, what if this happens? We know, our gut knows it's the right decision. And whenever you make the right decision, the consequences of right decisions are the consequences of right decisions. But we try to figure out a way to avoid pain, to avoid discomfort, the uncomfortable conversation, the uncertainty of the future. But here's the reality, my friends. When you know, go with what you know. Because what happens is when we start second guessing ourselves, and then we get fear, and then we get procrastination, and then we get uncertainty, and now we're in doubt, and now we're going like, I don't know what I need to do. I don't know, because what if? Well, see, all of those questions of what if don't change what you know. You know this is the answer. Now, I am not saying that every single decision that you need to make in your life, you know the answer. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there are many times when you do know the answer. Your gut knows the right step. Not maybe the one you want to make, but it's the right one. Your gut knows it. Deep down inside, that intuition, deep in you, you already know. But you're afraid. If this is making sense, say it makes sense. Type it in, makes sense. This is so critical. For me, this was a game changer. And I created in the new journal, actually, this is what actually got me to publish and create a new journal called the Master's Journal, was I do this thing called the gut check. And I just listen to my gut. Check in with my gut. And when I start checking in with my gut, I start listening to my gut. I'm like, my gut already knows. It knows what to do. It knows the answer. I got to just trust my gut. And when I trust my gut, bam, I make decisions. I take action, and I move my life down the road so much further, up the mountain so much faster. It's just crazy when you do that. All right, it finally makes sense. Awesome. Good to see you guys. All of a sudden, I had a bunch of them popping through. Makes sense. Yeah. So where you are right now is you have to take action on what you already know. Now, if you don't know the answer, like I honestly do not know which is the right way, then you've got to get more information. Okay, you've looked at the situation, you've evaluated it, and go like, okay, I don't know which is the right decision because I don't know these variables. I don't know this kind of stuff. Okay, so first thing I got to ask, am I lying to myself and I really know the right answer, but I'm afraid? Or do I really need more information? If I need more information, then I have to go like, okay, what do I need to get? What information do I need to get? So I can make an educated, informed, accurate decision. But I'm not talking about those right now. I'm talking about those moments where you know. It's your personal decision. You know the right thing for you to do, and you're just scared. Okay? The consequences of making right decisions are the consequences of making right decisions. Are they always going to be pleasant? No. Are they sometimes going to create more difficulties? Yes. But my friend, otherwise we avoid and we delay and we deny and we dodge decisions for our entire life, and then we end up living a life of regrets. So don't let that be you. Do what Omar did. He took action, boom, immediately. It did not go well, but guess what? He is now moving ahead in his life, the direction he wants to go. He's taking ownership of it. He's taking control of it. He'll deal with the pain and the discomfort of all the stuff that's happened, but it was the right decision. He knew it was the right decision. He trusted his gut and he took action, and he will win because of that, and so will you. All right, guys, hope that is a great start for this March 1st, 2021. The year is flying by, so don't let time fly by while you're sitting there in indecision when you know what you should do. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. Play to win, and always expect yes.